Mallorca, yachts, palm trees, hot babe at the wheel. Doesn't get any better than this than in a beer commercial. Come on.
They've got this beautiful, famous boat here called La Fortuna, which is the royal boat.
The royal Spanish family yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I like big boats, and I can't not lie. He's not gonna hurt you.
You already made me kiss an octopus.
This would be a very nice hat in that little outfit you're wearing today.
Gorgeous.
All right, Shrimpy's looking good. Lobster, don't watch it move on the beach.
I am one
I right?
lucky girl.
You are the luckiest girl.
I am
And we are the
one lucky
luckiest
girl.
guys.
1, 2. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is making music with my friends. I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends, insisting that the world keep turning our way. And our way is on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again.
We had had a gaudy time in Barcelona.
Detrás de un poco. Take your hand off my gear shifter, please.
Living the sweet life in Oviedo.
The last step of the Cabrillon is to drench it in sugar.
Getting un poquito pious in Covadonga before having our prayers answered by a dark-eyed angel named Pilar Sanchez. Gwyneth was back, and after doing the stag thing, I was more than ready to resume road tripping with the ladies. Biddy was on book tour, so it would be me and my golf clubs on the mind-blowingly beautiful island of Mallorca.
I wonder how much they'd want for the island.
Oh my God.
Call the king and see if we can get him on the line. We'd like to buy one of your islands, Juan Carlos.
He has his summer house here.
Does he?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. It's very
Yeah, well,
beautiful.
I mean, the royalty was here for a long time in the 13th century.
Yes.
And 14th century, this is one of the big royal spots.
And then it was the museum where the king is now for a while. And now it's the royal summer residence.
Nice.
And they've got this beautiful, famous boat here called La Fortuna, which is the royal boat.
The royal Spanish family yacht.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I like big boats, and I can't not lie.
I like big boats and I cannot lie. Those other brothers can't deny.
When a boat floats in my pool, I think it's really, really cool. Mallorca, yachts, palm trees, good cooking, killer wine, hot babe at the wheel. What more could a guy ask for?
Doesn't get any better than this.
Doesn't get any better than this than in a beer commercial. How about that cathedral?
Oh, wow, look at it.
Look at that.
It's absolutely beautiful.
When was it from?
Well, it was built in the 13th century when James II was king.
Jaime or James?
James. It's the only cathedral in the world that was apparently built next to the sea, and so the water literally came up to the steps. Oh, and this is La Lonja de los Mercaderes. 13th century, and it's Gothic military style. And look at this, the tally.
What do they have these, why do they have these giant boxes hanging up there?
Well, these giant boxes are yeah, it's actually the Modern Art Museum here.
Wow. This is a jumping port.
This is
town is
amazing.
right.
This is El Palacio de la Almoina, which is the palace of the kings.
The kings of Mallorca?
Mm-hmm.
So who lives there now?
I don't know.
Julio
I guess-
Iglesias?
Yeah, exactly.
This is truly beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
So I imagine being from Cleveland, you probably know what all these buildings are?
Not really. I mean, I think you're the expert. You've been here many times, but I know some stuff of Mallorca. You know why Mallorca is called Mallorca?
Tell me.
It comes from the Romans. They called it Mallorca. And then they called Menorca because of the size. So mayor.
Oh, of the larger of the two islands.
Exactly.
Ah.
Yeah.
I'll bet you 300
Amazing.
bucks you don't make this turn.
Okay, you're on.
Put me down for $300 that I owe you. Do you have me
Yes!
yet? All right.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
I'm so excited. I'm getting 300 bucks.
$300.
Mira, here can Mikel. This is amazing. This
Is that
where
like a
they
famous
do-
baker or something?
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh,
And they do-
sweeto. We'll be back there later?
Yeah, of course.
Sweetness.
Of course. We have to get as much ensaimada as we can over here.
We started off our day the way the locals do, at a place called Can Juan de Saigo.
But Talster, I'm starving. And
Is
since we're here,
this a new emotion for you?
no, no. This is my normal emotion. You know I'm cranky in the morning if I don't eat, and I need my ensaimada.
This is the place I've been coming for 20 years. Now, 20 years. Hola.
Hola.
Ah, buenos dias.
Ooh.
Now, this place, I don't know if you know the history,
Tell me about it. Gracias.
but it's been around since 1700.
1700.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Now, this, I believe, is like the 9th generation. So 9 generations later, they've become synonymous with that
Yes.
perfect little pastry. This
Oh.
is with that beautiful, what do you think? I would say, let me give this a shot. This is the ensaimada with sobrasada and membrillo.
Ooh.
This is the most delicate pastry I've ever tasted. in my
Really?
life. And consistently. Now, this one has a little bit of that beautiful porky Mallorquin
But I'm gonna
specialty.
get.
That's it, sobrasada.
This is the sobrasada.
Try
I'm
it.
gonna try a chunk
Okay.
with it. I'm gonna make my, my style.
Your little Claudia McMuffin.
Exactly.
So to continue the historical perspective, at the beginning of the 20th century, they started to make their own helados, ice creams. And this became kind of an ice cream, hot chocolate place with all the pastries. Open all day for students. Famous breakfast dessert.
Avellana,
Gracias.
Hazelnut.
fresones,
Fresones? Is that like big fresas?
merengada,
Leche merengada, meringued milk,
chocolate.
chocolate,
Just a tiny little.
almond.
Okay.
Gracias.
Thank you.
I think this will do, Batas. What do you?
This is the one.
This is a
This
star.
is the, don't be rolling it away from me, the souls.
I'm not.
This is the star right here.
¿Qué tal?
Molt bé.
Molt bé. Molt bé, nen.
Molt bé, nen. Wow. See, that's perfect. That is a texture that is almost like a ripe peach. The almond does not taste artificial. It's perfectly creamy, and yet it doesn't taste like milk. Now this
This is tempting me.
is so red. It's got to be right. Whoa. That's why you call it fresson. Because
This is
it's
like-
gigantic strawberry.
I love strawberries. They're my favorite thing in the world.
So how do you say breakfast of champions in Spanish, my dear? Desayuno de los campeones. So obviously, if we have the breakfast of champions, we need to head out to a championship 18-hole golf course and play around.
Or championship around the city, walking around, seeing the sights, see who can last longer.
Or not.
Or yes.
Well, let's see who's behind the wheel as to where we're going to actually end up.
Okay. Look, and now we're going to the historic area of the city.
And they let us in?
Yes,
Even
of
with a woman with no
course.
driver's license?
I have my driver's license perfectly en route.
Ready for a little mass?
Yeah.
That's what we call what goes on in the church.
Claudia and I were ushered into the cathedral the Mallorcans refer to as La Seu. The French Gothic architecture was stupefyingly spectacular. But it was the newly installed chapel by artist Miguel Barceló, a local boy and an atheist at that reminded me again just how daring the Spanish can be.
Wow. I have never seen anything like this in a cathedral. According to the evangelic, they're trying to represent the multiplication of breads and fishes of Jesus, and that's why we have the two different imageries here. The ceramic was done by the artist Miguel Barceló in Italy, and then it was translated into here. It weighs 15 tons.
Una persona, quan camina pels fons de la mà, la llum tal com la veurà. Saps la idea?
See this color that we have in these windows? The artist wants to express the light that the person sees when you're walking under the ocean. You know, when you're in the ocean and you look up and you see that kind of light?
I spend a lot of time walking on the ocean
No,
floor.
but seriously,
But yes, I understand
you know
your
that
point.
feeling when you're underwater and you look up and you see that light going in? This is what he's trying to capture. Over there, you see that looks like a cauliflower. It represents the typical stalactites of the caves of Mallorca. Detail.
Tot aquest conjunt de síndries i melons,
So here we have
Limones,
watermelons,
magranes,
melons, all kinds of fruits.
Pomegranates,
Mangos.
lemons, mangoes.
mangos, i després hi ha aubergínies, raïms.
Aubergines, grapes,
The offering, everything
an
from the
offering of
dirt
everything,
come from the
exactly,
sea.
to God.
Claudia and I were truly moved by the Barceló installation. Moved, that is, to have one of those all-afternoon, four-course, magnificent Mallorquin lunches. At Malvasia, there is no menu. You sit down and soon Joan Olives y Mercadel, the chef, arrives. He asks you what you like and designs a menu for you right then and there. I sensed we were in for a great meal.
¿Empezamos ya?
Comencem, no?
Muy bien.
Vale, pues.
Gràcies, fins
Gracias,
ara.
jefe.
I'm excited. I'm intrigued. Oh,
Nice. Here comes our wine dude.
Mario, abans, que ja se sentia com a casa, eh? I'm telling him that you told me that you feel like home here already. So soon into the meal.
Excellent.
Perfecto.
Fins ara. Such strong
That may
flavor.
be the greatest bean of my life. And I'm a bean dude. You know what I'm saying? I think we should hold because there's more to come.
Oh, aquesta part, quan queda així.
Está muy, muy interesante, ¿eh?
Wow, gracias, jefe.
Què és el que fa que tingui aquest color?
Bueno, esto es la ñora.
Dry pepper.
Bueno, pues nada, probar. ¿Eh?
Gracias.
Venga, gracias.
That is so delicate. So they're gonna serve that with a red wine, though. I gotta say, yep. That's almost a little crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not. That fish is so rich.
This kind of grape,
Son vinos
which is from
muy
here,
apropiados.
is very appropriate for many, many fish dishes, actually.
What's the name of the grape? Monte?
Manto negro.
Manto negro.
Manto negro.
Manto negro.
Well, it's rare that I let you drive, and it's even more rare that I let you choose the restaurant. You've done well on both levels
I
today,
know.
my dear.
I see that.
I'm quite pleased.
Me too.
That dude's a rock star. We're dancing at the feet of our Lord. All is bliss. All is bliss. Gracias, Adela.
Gracias.
Wow. It's a pie.
Porque Mallorca perteneció al reino de Mallorca a Sicilia.
Claro, Mallorca belonged at some point to
Unos
Sicilia,
años.
and he thinks it's
Unos
the
años
influence specifically of that, the
It's the
coca.
pizza crust that comes
Yes.
here. Oh, man. This is very exciting for me.
For me too.
Es es el mero.
Mero.
It's the national fish of Mallorca.
Yes.
Muy importante las aceitunas.
The olives
Qué
are
bien,
very
me
important.
encantan.
Muy bien, ¿eh?
Muy bien.
Qué bueno. Gracias.
A ver qué tal, ¿eh?
Oh,
Chin chin, baby.
chin chin. This is incredible.
Where did he learn this dish? This is
¿Que dónde has aprendido?
Es una receta de un amigo mío de Mallorca que su familia la tenía.
Oh, so it's from a friend from Mallorca who had, like, the family of this friend had this as a traditional recipe.
So if I steal it, I'm not hurt and insulting anybody?
No, of course not.
Tell him that, make sure.
Diu que segur que no està insultant ningú, no? Si diu
No,
que
no, no,
l'ha
no.
robat.
Muy bien.
I have to admit, every now and then it dashes in my mind that I could be playing golf, but right now this is all right.
I think
I
golf
think
hasn't
after lunch, maybe we'll play golf.
Maybe.
It's like a hole-in-one.
Ooh.
Looks a little like lemon meringue pie there. Gracias.
Gracias. This is one of my favorite things.
Bueno, aquí tenemos el postre antiguo de la almendra. Hecha con un bizcocho que lleva almendra, azúcar y huevos.
So the top part is the meringue,
Right.
and the bottom is made with almond, sugar, and eggs.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Y luego-
and because the almond, as we know, is really important in Mallorca.
Fantastico. I like the 21st
This
century
is
drizzle.
the combination of this lemon meringue with the almond sponge. I know, I understand it.
Finally, a moment of silence. Wow, and taste the muscatel. That smells like. Oh, the fragrance of that is so exciting, isn't it? Viva Mallorca. This place is unbelievable.
Wow.
So coming to a place like this for lunch is like seeing a beautiful woman for the first time, or playing a great golf course for the first time.
From Barceló to Joan Olives to Miguel Pujol, another Mallorquin artiste. Locals claim that for the past 45 years or so, nobody makes an ensaimada like Miguel's. But maybe that's because he comes from a very long line of baking rock stars.
His family
14?
started this business in 1914. Ask him how old the place is, though.
I el negoci, quant de temps té? O sigui, no de la família, sinó...
1565.
1565, 1565.
1565 is this place has been baking since 1565.
1565, it's incredible.
How do you explain that to anyone in America?
Y cuando Colón volvió de América,
Right.
más o menos.
When Columbus came back, almost finished. Wow, the Renaissance had just finished. Wow, very impressionable, very impressive.
Wow.
Okay, so how do we proceed?
Eso.
You're in Da Vinci's
With the
studio.
I know, seriously.
Esos son las...
I feel like I'm gonna leave him the thing because I feel like he's...
How old is this board?
Quant temps té aquesta fusta? És antic, això, o no?
Sí,
Sí? Quan...
50.
50? 50 to 56 years.
Esta madera la tiramos al mar y se hunde.
You throw it to the ocean.
And it drowns.
Yeah.
No tiene poros.
Nothing.
No, no.
It's so packed with oil that it would sink
Yeah.
like a rock. Does he have a recipe, or it's just a visual thing?
For the...
The amount of lard.
Per la quantitat que poses, és a ull també o no?
Sí.
Sí?
Artesano.
Artesano.
No, o sea,
Sí.
Fully artisanal, no recipe whatsoever.
Yes. When he finds that it's
Too much?
there's just too much.
He takes it away.
Yeah.
That is a remarkable amount of lard sitting on top of
No.
that. Watch the economy. He will never throw anything away.
I know. Wow.
Genius. Wow, that dough has some pretty remarkable elasticity. It's so thin. It's almost like a... It's like a strudel, exactly. It looks like a strudel. Does anyone know how to stretch it like him? Ask him. Does he know someone that stretches it like him?
Coneixes algú que sap estirar-la d'aquesta manera que fas tu?
sí,
Sí?
sí.
Qui?
Molta gent.
Many people.
Molta gent, sí?
Sí. Todos los que hacen, o sea,
But everyone that we spoke to said this was the best one in the whole island, right?
Tota la gent amb la que hem parlat ens ha dit que aquest és el millor lloc de tota la illa.
gracias.
That's it, thanks.
He's great. I love him. Look, and now?
That was a cut. That was a cut move. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Souls?
Why, is he gonna use that at all to make like the top part or no? Això ho fa servir després
Watch.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't talk so much. Yammering again or taggering or whatever the word is.
Yammering. So he took that piece, and that's becoming either the top, which is the end, or the beginning.
I think it's the top.
La ensaïmada es una espiral dentro de una espiral.
It's a spiral inside of a spiral.
So that means that's the answer. No, to our question. He's trying to say.
How many times do you go to the tree grandfather? And the answer is, the comb always straightens the hair.
What?
Esto es el cabello de ángel.
This is that spaghetti squash that's cooked with honey, sugar, and lemon peel zest. Okay, here's the trick. That dough's resilience at this temperature is remarkable.
Eso es una espiral.
That's the spiral. Ask him why it doesn't tear.
¿Por qué nos trenca la masa?
Porque está bien hecha.
Yeah.
Because it's well made.
Y ahora nos pondremos a bailar.
Now we'll start dancing.
Bailar sevillanas.
Okay.
Sevillana.
Civilian dance.
Ole.
Ah, qué bueno.
Ole.
Ah. Wow.
Nice.
Y esto tenemos que esperar que descanse un poco.
Okay.
Esto es ahora y después de 12 horas.
Oh, 12-hour fermentation. Okay.
Fermentation.
Beautiful. And how long does it cook?
15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
¿Está preparado o no?
Sí.
¿Y cómo sabes? Ah, uy.
He's a Zen master.
Everything is eye in the eye of the beholder.
Nice.
Look at the golden color. Mm.
Well, let me touch it. Oh, yeah,
Oh,
baby.
God.
Look at that. It's like a souffle, but it's more interesting.
¿Te gusta dulce?
Poco.
Sí, sí.
¿De alto o de bajo?
Es igual. Así artista.
¿Está bien o más?
Un poco más.
A touch here. Yes. Wow. That's beautiful.
Well, listen to that. Oh, my God. You can hear it. The crunchy bits.
Thank you.
It's not hot at all. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, let's see.
Muchas gracias.
Muchísimas gracias.
¿Qué tal?
So crispy.
Perfectly cooked.
It's perfect.
Una capa.
Una espiral.
Una
espiral.
dulce.
Dulce. This makes all other pastry in my life is erased.
This is the best
Tell
ensaymada
me.
I've had.
Thank you, Zen Master.
Es la cosa siendo de manteca más ligera que se puede comer.
It's being it from, that it is
It's
with
made out of pure
lard.
pig lard. It's the
Yeah.
lightest thing you could ever make.
Exactly.
I agree.
A Mario saben ver. A Mario saben ver que el corazón está cerca del estómago. Y si el estómago está contento, el corazón está contento.
Like that?
Yeah.
The heart is next to the stomach. If the heart is happy, the stomach is happy, and the other way around. And the way we go that is, I, dum, 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 dum. This dude, right?
It was getting late, and as we drove the 30 or so kilometers back into the mountains toward Deya, I had golf on my mind.
2 years ago, I came here on a reconnaissance trip, not knowing that we were going to be on our road trip.
Yeah.
And I came with my good buddy Michael Stipe, and we hung out for a nice long time. We played golf almost every day.
Really?
Yeah. And then came back, found my buddies, and had a nice little lunch by the pool. The hotel's perfect. It's delightful.
Hey, they know
Tres,
you.
dos.
These kids know you too,
They do.
Vitaly. You're amazing.
Welcome to paradise, baby.
Oh, wow.
We've left the childlike paparazzi behind, and here we are in what I consider my little slice of heaven. So it couldn't get any better. We're totally relaxed. Me, you, and the golf clubs.
I knew that was coming.
It'll be all right. Can I take your bag, baby?
Sure. Here you go.
You want to grab the clubs?
Yeah, no problem. Honey?
Thanks,
Go,
sugar.
darling. I think one will do for tonight.
One's good?
Yeah.
How did you know I'm so good with the sandwich?
Next morning, I was up early and ready to swing. My partner, however, Miss Paltrow, was a bit under the weather, and a warm tea, a good chat, and a spot of breakfast was her game.
Hey, Paltz. It's Patali, Augusta, 74. It's 180 yards out.
Try not to break the windows. Oh,
He
God.
takes a wedge. 175 back. Oh! One more.
Who's gonna get the balls from the bottom of this pool?
I've been in the pool every day. It's nothing unusual. Maybe you'll find...
Very nice. Can we eat breakfast now, please?
Sure, babe.
Have you been playing golf while I've been gone?
In a word? No. Because there's like 20 great courses in Mallorca.
Really?
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
A golf lover's paradise.
Paradise. Along with the ham for breakfast.
And you're in business.
How much happier could I be?
I don't
Notice
know.
the delicious
Is this
fruit.
a philosophical question?
I think it is.
How much happier could you be, actually?
Sadly and sickly enough, I probably couldn't be.
Any happier?
I'm ecstatic every day of my life.
That's wonderful.
That's a good way to be. And you?
I'm extremely, extremely happy.
Are you?
I sometimes fight the, depressed gene a little bit, which is in my family.
Do you win?
I win,
Yeah.
definitely. But sometimes it just floats in there, but I knock it back with one of your 7 irons.
7 iron? From 180 out. Paltrow. She's on the green.
Oh my gosh, I'm the worst golfer ever.
Are you? Didn't you used to
Yes.
work in like a driving range or something? Mm-mm. Didn't you have a job in high school?
In restaurants, always in restaurants.
Bussing tables?
Yes, first bussing tables, then answering phones, doing the bookings in a room with no windows and all the toilet paper on metro shelving with fluorescent lights. I was 16, and I would chain smoke in this closet all day, if you can imagine how disgusting
California
that
or
is.
New York?
In California, during my summer break from school in New York.
Chain smoking in a room filled with toilet paper.
Can you imagine?
That was a
What
lifestyle
moron.
decision.
And then...
It never lit up. I'm sorry, we're fully booked. Click.
Oh, and I was terrible. I would overbook the restaurant and everything. It was a very popular restaurant in Santa Monica at the time, and I felt so bad saying no.
What was it called? Michael's?
It was called DC3.
The one at the airport?
The one at the airport.
I was at that restaurant.
Were you?
Yeah.
I booked your table.
You probably did. Wow. Well, what you've missed in your absence is some pretty delicious food already here in Mallorca. We had this thing called asemada.
What is it?
They take this, they make a pastry, and then, well, they put lard in it, so I guess you couldn't have it. But I bet, would you even eat it with butter?
Yeah.
Okay. They would put butter in this thin pastry and then roll it up like a coil.
Uh-huh.
And then bake it. And it is the most ethereal, delightful, delicious thing I've ever had. And I never had it before. I've been here 100 times. I've never really had this asemada thing, and it was just
Wow.
a mind blow.
Incredible.
Really good. So today
What are we doing?
we're going to go down to the beach and grill some fish.
Great.
Everything that grows here seems relatively blessed.
Wow.
The
I know,
wines are
wine is
delicious.
they're amazing.
The cheeses are delicious. The lamb is delicious. It's kind of like a little gastronomic paradise. I'm very impressed.
Good.
In addition, there's 18 golf courses that I like to play.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm very happy for you.
I knew you would be. Because you're the kind of gal that can share joy.
Absolutely. As long as I don't have to carry your clubs.
No. My clubs have wheels anyway.
They do? Mm-hmm. Is that the new move now?
Well, it's easier to get through the airport. Can I get you some steaming hot, stinky soy milk?
It's not stinky. Do you know something? Spanish soy milk is so good.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that because they make great soy sauce? Oh, look at the color. It's so wrong.
Oh, shove it.
It's like...
Don't talk to me.
It's like dirty sheets.
You were eating like baby tiny little sweet lamb last night, so don't talk to me about soy milk. Those poor little guys. Oh, that is such bad karma. Eating a baby.
Eating a lamb?
Yes.
Imagine all the tiny little soys that gave up their life for your milk.
It's a vegetable.
Yes, exactly.
It's
You
a
think
different
vegetables don't
thing.
have feelings too?
I think that it's a little different. It's so good.
This is good.
OJ gives me a stomachache.
Does it?
Yeah, isn't that a bummer?
That is a bummer.
¿Qué tipo de queso tenemos aquí? What's that? Is that the thing?
That's the thing.
Oh my God, bust me off some.
We had this.
What's it called?
Cooked acemada. We had it cooked in an oven that was built in 1560. Isn't it great? That's a butter one, I can tell right now. Because the one I made was lardo. No, that's a butter one. That's how they have them here.
You're freaking me out.
I'm not freaking you out, relax.
Is it pig bacon in here? Pig fat?
No, that's butter. The pig fat tastes like bacony. That's pretty good, isn't it, though?
Very.
That's the Meyer King breakfast treat. Acemada. Acemada. Really good.
Acemada?
Yeah. So what other gastronomic trouble can we get into today? Seafood on the beach. We'll go cook a lunch. Then
I need to layer up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's it kind of has 3 seasons in one day, which is beautiful.
That's really nice. Are these cheeses from Mallorca?
Yes, all of them.
You're kidding.
No,
Then I have to try.
That's the mahon.
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 I think that's from Menorca. Or maybe it's this one. That's this one. Try that one. So the best way to see the island, aside from bomber shooting in the parasailer, is to jump in the car and just drive around. But most importantly, I think it'd be nice to see the Mediterranean beach and kind of chill out in the ultra turquoise azureness
It would be great.
to the road trip.
Cheers, my dears.
From the hotel to the coast is a mere chip shot, and GP was rallying. I could see she was back in the game and jumping to be on the road again.
Look at the little tiny lambs. Oh!
María tenía un corderito, corderito, corderito. María tenía un corderito.
This is Apple's little song that you like?
Uh-huh.
She sings it like a jazz musician.
Yeah, it's like
Kind of wild and
it's
flailing.
got a little swing in it the way she
Yeah.
does it.
I like that.
Ah, this is gorgeous.
Smell that. I can smell the olives. And what I really love, even though it's probably not so hip for the environment, I love it when they chop down pieces of olive tree and just burn them and cook food over it. The smell of that, just like wafting.
Why wouldn't that be good? That's like old
burning
school.
fossil fuels isn't that great. I'm thinking.
Listen, burning fossil fuels, like burning an olive branch on an island is great. What's
You're
not
right.
good is adding to all the fossil fuels from the factories and the cars. If people just burn some olive branches, I think we'd be okay.
I agree. So let's close down everything and just burn olive branches.
Let's do it.
A ripping fire was waiting for us when we got down to the edge of the coast. In fact, a veritable Noah's Ark of seafood and other island ingredients had been laid out by Guillermo Mendez, the head chef at La Residencia. We would soon be grilling and chilling like Bob Dylan, the villain.
Here, what do you
Wow. Mis
Chef.
onsen.
¿Qué tal, señores?
Guillermo, ¿qué tal?
Bienvenidos.
¿Todo bien,
Hola.
Gwyneth?
Encantada.
Guillermo, encantado.
¿Qué tal estás?
Muy bien, esperamos que tengan un barbecue en la costa norte fantástico.
Wow.
Get a scene of where we're standing.
I know.
Oh, the wild Mallorcan coast.
So beautiful.
This is better than any restaurant we've ever been in.
It's like out of a Cézanne painting, isn't it? With the pines and the rocks.
It's so beautiful. And the smell. And we've got the
Precioso.
fire. Now take a look at what we have here because I'm going to describe a few of the items that we have. Here we have the scampi, the
Scampi.
scorpion fish, and
Yes.
En mallorquín se le llamamos caproch, cabeza roja.
big red head,
Pito
the
ya.
local lobsters, the salmonetes.
¿Sí? Yeah.
Wow.
These are the
Esta es
famous
la
gambas
famos-
from Sawyer.
La famosa gamba de Sawyer, sí, señor.
I want to try this local little
The little gambas.
gamba.
Beautiful.
Pues yo
Well, a
creo
couple
que...
of these, come
Yeah,
on, you know we
seguro.
love those.
Y el cabracho tiene que estar, el caproch tiene que estar de muerte.
That's
Así,
right.
okay.
This guy right
Bájatelo.
here.
Muy bien.
Oh, yeah, baby. Two redheads. I think we could have a band. Couldn't we, the two redheads? And then we get Willie Nelson, the third. So we'll have some peppers, we'll have some of these.
Looking good.
What else?
What
Start? That's a
about-
good start?
That's a good start. What
All right,
about
let's go.
some local lobster?
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, let's get
Okay.
going.
Okay.
All right, chef. Let's go. Un poquito de sal.
Ponemos
Grab
solamente-
that olive oil there, babe, and just give me a little drizzle right here.
Right on your hand?
Right on my hand. Well, on the fish. Just a gentle. That's the right amount. Right. Perfect.
Wow. ¿Y qué tenemos aquí?
Este es más.
Oh, this is very. You're gonna love this.
Aceitunas negras.
And that's the. I bet-
Hibiscus salt.
It's so exciting.
Oh my
You take a
gosh.
little olive oil, a little local bread, and you are in Fat City.
This looks incredible.
Thank you, chef. And maybe one more thing, huh? I
Little
don't know,
more.
what do you
Un
say?
poco
How
más de
about the
aceite.
mackerel, huh?
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. Wow. All right, now we're gonna put a little sausage on. ¿Le ponemos también la langosta?
Why do you have to ruin it with that thing?
It's not ruined, baby. This is good. Not to have a bit of meat is like choosing to not have red in your paintings.
Well, that does look good actually for even for a non-meat eater. Bye.
Bye,
Thank
my
you.
darling.
Thank you. Sorry. I can't walk.
Vamos primero al cerebro y así no se queja.
Ay, 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 ay. Eso no quiero ver.
It's over, babe.
El pobre.
It's over. Oh, honey,
Carne más bonita, ¿no?
that is so beautiful. Look at that.
Esto es algo
That's amazing.
impresionante.
How gorgeous.
All right, shrimpy's looking good. Lobster, don't watch him move on the beach.
It's just a reflex.
It's
okay.
exactly. He's been dead for a while. So, grilling almost under the shade of an olive tree has to be karmically correct. We are taking the olive, we're burning some of the old olive wood underneath here. We're going to dress it with olive oil. Olive Mallorca. That's funny.
That's
That's
cheesy.
funny.
That's cheesy.
Cheesy's funny, come on.
That's cheese bomb. Ooh, there's some green juice coming out of there.
That
so
would be what we call succulents in my hometown.
it's appealing.
Nice. Chef GP.
Yeah, this is real chefery, I'll tell you. Moving something off a grill. Watch me work.
That's all we do.
I am
Am I right?
one lucky
Are we?
girl.
You are the luckiest girl.
I am
And we are
one
the
lucky
luckiest
girl.
guys. Oh, yeah, baby.
Turn that other lobster to get the...
You get the chari charkin?
Yeah.
That's the best part, the crispy and burnt
Sí,
bits.
cuando está un poquito
Más
crujiente.
crujiente fuera. Que tenga
Wow-wee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to be perfect. Because just like any meat, if you let this rest for 5 minutes, it will carry over heat and cook just right on through. Vamos a poner un poquito de aceite
Encima?
encima. Toma el plato con la salchicha, yo vado con eso, ella va con esa.
Wow.
I think the feast is to start.
Let's do it.
To the ocean, my dear, to the ocean.
All right.
So even on a road trip, Miss Paltrow, with Mario Batali, every now and then you gotta stop and eat somewhere.
What do you mean even? Even with Mario Batali, you gotta eat sometime.
But I chose this
did.
particularly excellent spot on the northern part of the island of Mallorca to sit down with our chef buddy, Guillermo, and have what I would consider the quintessential lunch Mallorquín.
Sí, estoy de acuerdo.
This place is rocking.
Let's see.
Is it perfect? Is it woody? Can you taste the smokiness at all? Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can. Ooh, lobster coming in.
Wow, that shrimp.
That is so ripe. Esas gambas
Sweet.
Es totalmente diferente lo que puedes comer en una parte. Es muy sabrosas, la textura es muy diferente.
Son dulces,
Sí.
We don't even need lemon.
No, exactly.
Oh my God.
The peppers are our acidity. Everything tastes
Those shrimps are
a little jumped up, like better than anything else.
Of course, I'm sitting with the chef and the movie star on a coast at La Residencia here in Daya. It could hardly get any cooler. That's that mackerel. Oh, man.
Is it good? I'm not such a mackerel.
Yeah, it's probably because you had it.
I am now.
Isn't that great? When it's out of the water, a little salt. He put the salt on the inside of this too, and although you don't ever touch it, it somehow makes it taste better. Ooh, look at that. What's that?
This is that large,
Ooh.
you know? How is it?
So right.
Muy fino, muy.
Wow, I cannot get over this lobster and the soya shrimp.
To Mallorca and Guillermo.
Y es un placer poder
Guillermo.
compartir un pequeño tesoro con vosotros.
Muchísimas gracias.
The small treasure that is the island will share
Happy to
forever.
share, absolutely. Cheers.
Menorca, just 20 miles from Mallorca, is another world completely. The island has refused development and remains wonderfully untouched. Mostly flat and rural, windswept horizons stretch out to the jagged coastline. The young Basols and I were headed to the northern shore, where the sweetest lobster in the world are said to reside. We had shanghaied a fishing boat and a pair of salty dogs named Paco and Alish, who it turned out could sing like Michael Stipe and drink like Mario Batali.
How long have these guys been doing this stuff?
Exacte. Perdona, quant de temps porteu fent això, dedicant-vos a això?
De pescar?
Sí.
Ell molt més que jo.
Sí? He much more than him. He says he's proud of that.
No, dic que sí.
Porto 38 anys, jo en tinc 55, o sigui
38
que...
years, he's been doing it, and
comptes.
55, he's 55, and he's been doing it
Nice.
38, so
I got it.
wow.
En canvi, jo només tinc 29 anys, així que no pot ser que hagi tingut tanta feina feta i tal, no?
He says I'm only 29, so as you can
29 anys
understand.
és impossible. És únic en el món. Jo crec que és una llagosta roja.
He says the north coast of Menorca is unique in the world for its lobster.
Is this seasonal or is this year-round?
Això és de temporada o és tot l'any?
No, la llagosta té veda des de dia 1 de setembre fins dia 1 d'abril.
You can only fish it 5 months in the summer.
So it's the summer?
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting, because we do cold water stuff. So what do they do the rest of the year? What other kinds of fish?
I el que anem és de sípia. Per exemple, ara jo vaig de sípia, si això és de sípia.
Sípia.
Sí, te'n mostro una.
Sí, i tant. He's going to show us one.
Nice.
Nosaltres no, escapa és el més important perquè tothom ho diu.
Sèpia.
He says that the...
Sepia.
Wow.
Yep, cuttlefish in English.
Nice one.
Did you want to get your nose right in there? Come on, don't be afraid, baby. He's not going to hurt you.
You already made me kiss
This
it up
would
for this.
this would be a very nice hat in that little outfit you're wearing today. These are so delicious.
I like these.
How would they cook this? If they were going to cook this, how
Com
would
ho
they cook
cuinaríeu,
it?
vosaltres, això?
A la
Com ho
planxa.
cuinaríeu?
A la plancha
Yeah.
o con... Nosotros también con al horno, con
Baked with
patatas.
potatoes. Nice.
La llagosta del costat del mar
Sí.
És molt més honesta.
és honesta, més negra. Veus?
This is the one, this is darker, more black.
Right.
I aquesta seria...
Femella.
Mira, he says it's a woman. Aquesta és de la que menja més marisc, no?, per entendre'ns. So this one is one that eats more marisc.
Because it's darker? Oh, I see.
De damunt.
The darker head and the lighter
Que és
head.
miris color.
Clar, look at the color.
That's beautiful. How much does the lobster go for?
70 euros el quilo.
70 euros a kilo, eh? Basically, they sell 1 kilo, for example, for 70 euros.
And the
in the
restaurant
restaurant,
sells
you
it for
get
140.
half for the same price.
Gotcha. So
yeah.
they double it.
Yeah.
So where do they have favorite restaurants? Where's the best restaurant to eat this? Or do they make it themselves?
Ah, tricky question. Diu que vosaltres teniu algun restaurant preferit per anar-la a menjar o la feu vosaltres? Jo crec que...
Nosaltres normalment la fem nosaltres.
Clar, home.
Sempre.
They do it themselves. És que... I would too.
See, I've cast my line. Now I'm slowly bringing them back. So will they show us how they make them? And can we eat one?
Good question. Diu que si ens ensenyareu com fer-la i si ens deixareu menjar, més important.
Sí.
Let's get this tuna boat turned around and head back to the shore and make something.
Vinga. Oh, nice.
Who takes you to the best places to
I
solve?
feel like a queen.
You should.
I feel like a queen right now.
I was willing to walk, or at least crawl the gangplank to get my chef's hands on a few of those Menorcan lobsters. With my sea legs now back firmly underneath me, I was about to make a traditional Menorquin lobster stew with a sauce thickened with only the lobster roe, a lot of chopped garlic and parsley, and a shot or two of brandy. Exactly my kind of finish.
I like to do the first bit here.
Després el suc s'anirà fora.
Ja està mig.
Sí, ja està mig... nada.
Saps tot aquest suc, està? Molt bé, me cago en la puta.
Hey, he's unbelievable.
Saps el que ha fet tota sa vida?
Looks like you've done it all your life, they're saying.
Well, not this part, never like this, but I do know when we're going for the juice. Now I cut this off like this. See? Oh no, this is much different than an American lobster.
How do you find it different?
Well, because there's no claws, right?
Yeah.
So ya quité todos esos pedazos así.
Molt bé, això, molt bé, això.
Get in there. All right.
I què tal? Les antines?
They're a
So
little tough.
removing the antennas.
Ara saps què has de fer? Has de
Right.
treure...
Snap them off. Esos no comes.
Això no comen. Treu-li budell en s'antena.
Hey, Vitaly, do you like my new...
Sí. En s'antena.
Waitress?
Looks good.
Look.
És detall, aquest.
All right. What's the next step? So what about these pieces of head and all this?
També.
Todo?
Sí, sí.
All right, chef. Come on. Come closer. Don't be afraid.
Mira, tu.
Exactly.
Mira, aquí. Mira, aquells van a cavall, aquells cauen, veus?
Oh, I like the sizzling sound.
So do I.
Already.
Tot, un poquitot de cop.
You say you can go and...
Molt bé.
Wow.
Hello.
Suc aquest també, tot és molt bo.
So we let that
Si
cook.
puc començar a sofrir.
I can start cutting the sofrito?
Yes, podem començar a preparar, no?
Tot en julià, si diu tot en julià. Sí.
Ooh, you can cut onion and not cry?
Baby, inside I'm crying. But outside, I'm being the man you need me to be. I'm your lobster cook, baby.
Vale?
Julian fino o Julian así?
Fino, sí, muy bien. Perfecto. Molt bé.
Wow.
Ho fa quasi tan bé com jo.
Because you're nearly as good as him.
I know, one day.
Ara què agafem?
This smells so good.
Yeah.
No tant, ni suficiente.
That's enough?
Sí.
Yeah?
Tomates? Pomodoro. ¿Así? ¿Pedazo así?
En juliana. Muy pequeño.
Muy delgadito?
Sí, delgadito.
Wow, look at that, knife work.
El dedo. I juga verd també.
Dedo nada. Nada.
Juga verd que n'hi poses, tu.
Now the sofrito's going in.
Has vist. Un èxit.
You can tell already that we're singing the
Aquesta ho ha
song.
fet.
Oh yeah, baby.
Y tú que te creías el rey de todo el mundo.
Adiós. Nice.
Now we're getting a song.
Sir?
Com que...
A little salt?
Ah.
Okay, so we can let this cook? What's going on with this cheese over here?
Ooh.
Is the traditional Menorcan cheese-eating beverage gin?
Gin. Menorquín con queso menorquín.
No, actually,
He says
the
gin,
gin with
Menorcan-
lemon thing is a typical drink here.
But is this the hammered
Yeah.
fisherman strategy, or is this the gastronomic fisherman strategy?
Vinga. Molts anys per tot. Ei, Mario.
I tu?
3 out of 4. The young guy is always drinking faster.
Posa aquí, xiuràs. Vinga, vas aquí, que passa.
Salut.
He was including.
Chin.
I think the cooking measurement here will be 1 bottle of gin and the lobster will be ready.
I think so.
We've got the heads in there. We're going to add a little bit of water and then we're going to let it steam.
Més.
Poco más.
Now we bring it to a boil.
Okay, yes.
We're going to make the real salsa now.
Venga.
Okay, so
Do you want-
parsley.
Ajo y una copita de coñac.
Okay.
Copita, eh?
¿Cuánto?
Copita.
Para mí una
Copita,
copita.
that's quite a copata for me.
Molt bé, un poquito más.
Ah, bueno, pues no es tan copita, ¿eh?
All right, so now it's smelling pretty rich.
My God.
Picar.
Let's see.
¿Quieres que lo pique yo?
Sí, cierto.
Por favor.
Ok, que lo vene yo.
El pinche.
Paco. Mira, hi ha esquitxos per tot.
Ja és igual.
This is a crazy looking sauce. So that's the raw roe.
Si tú me dices ven, lo dejo todo. Si tú me dices ven, habrá felicidad.
Maybe completely, how do you say?
Mushed.
Yes.
That's it?
Molt bé.
Ole, molt bé.
Voilà.
Mira que
Okay.
maco.
Oh la la!
It's really good. I would have thought the cognac would overtake it. So now we've got our sauce made. We've got our soup boiling. All we have to do is cook that liquid down just a little bit. Then we're gonna add these last pieces of lobster for about 3 or 4 minutes and cook it all the way through, and then we're gonna be made.
Ara li posa ja.
So now the rest of these pieces go in, according to my expert. And in 5 minutes, we have the fisherman's stew from the Menorca lobster fisherman.
Mira.
I can't wait. Vamos a echar la salsa, the cognac in the sauce,
Yes.
in the pica-pic.
Yes.
Brandy, Cognac no.
Brandy, cognac.
Grande.
Cognac és francès. I els francesos no usen
And exactly, we would never use anything from France here, right? Is that what he just said? Did I hear him correctly? Are we trashing the French together? I love this island. Okay, listo? Sí, claro. All right.
No, i ara què farem, vam? Mare meva.
Wow.
Com se s'ho mengen, això.
Show me.
Oh, baby.
Whoa, baby, baby.
¿Lo echamos dentro? ¿Así?
Sí. No ho posen aquí dins, les sopes, conyo. Quina putada. És una mica fata. Després de tanta sal que hi ha posat, encara és fat.
Está bien.
Ah, que sí?
This is my kind of thing.
Mario, bocato di cardinale.
Ahí. Mario. This is
Venga.
unbelievable.
Han aquest un dia ell. Així s'ho acaba.
Wow. That is the best lobster you're ever going to taste anywhere on the planet. Here you go, honey.
Això és per mi?
Sí. No et queixis. No en volem cap que no estigui borratxo, no en volem cap que no estigui vengat. Remenant fogons tot el dia, remenant fogons tot el dia per rincons.
I never realized that the Mediterranean could be so rough.
There must be a Scirocco blowing down in Morocco.
So as usual, I'm showing you another Spanish city.
Exactly.
Because even though you live, 100 miles from here?
I know, I can't believe I've never been here before.
So this Calatrava stuff is amazing. I'm very, needless to say, futuristic.
Every time if I'm cooking something and I hear that noise, woo, that means my sauce is burning.
The sauce is over.
And let me tell you something, when you're a mother, you burn a hell of a lot of crap.
Want to know more about our most excellent road trip through Spain? For killer recipes, blog updates, travel tips, and a few wacky things we didn't show you on TV, visit us at SpainOnTheRoadAgain.com.
Relive every episode with Spain, a culinary road trip, the companion cookbook and travel guide. Mario chronicles an eating tour like no other, with Gwyneth, Mark, and Claudia on a Spanish road trip of a lifetime. The volume features hundreds of striking color photos and more than 70 regional recipes. You can order by visiting SpainOnTheRoadAgain.com or call 800-260-8633. The price is $34.95. And remember, what happened in Spain didn't stay in Spain.
On the road again, just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again.